finish taking pictures for the day, capturing images for all the students, you'll go ahead and you'll hit finish on the top right here, and that'll close out the capture session. Now from here, if you want to access your images, you'll go to the image tab. It's right next to the subjects tab. And then here you can adjust this slider to make the images easier to see. And then this is where you'll also do your cropping, your getting rid of bad images, things like that. So for each student, we're going to want to select their yearbook pose. We do this by clicking on the star here. All these stars are the yearbook poses. This is selecting this image as the primary image. That's how workflow words it. So you select the primary image for the student here. You'll have multiple images. This is an uploaded job, so you don't see the multiple images, just the final ones. But during the actual job capture session that you're doing, you'll have multiple images you'll need to go through, and you'll pick the yearbook pose by clicking on that star. Now if you double click on any image, it'll pull up the image here, and you could do your cropping. So first thing you want to do when you're cropping is you want to enable the guidelines on the bottom right here of the screen. You'll go ahead and enable the head size, the center line, and the headlines. This will facilitate your cropping, make it easier for you. So to crop, you can click and drag the image around if you have space. You can zoom in by scrolling and zoom out by scrolling. You could also zoom in and zoom out by hitting these magnifying glasses here at the bottom of the page. But generally, yeah, you can click and drag it. But generally, you just want to make sure that they fit inside this frame here, the head size circle. And you'll do that for every image. So then you can click on next here and do the same thing for the next image. Make sure it's cropped all good, centered okay, and move on. Now you'll notice that this can take some time, so the better you crop your image when you take the photo, the less time you'll need fixing these head sizes. Like this one I don't really need to do anything with. So you'll go through and you'll head size and crop all your images. And then let's see if I can't find someone that has two images here. Right here. So you'll notice he has two images. For instance, if this one was a bad image, he had his eyes closed, and we didn't want parents to see those bad images. So you can actually hide these images by clicking on this little ellipsis here and clicking hidden. You'll notice the image goes away. If you wanted to see that image again, you can always hit the plus next to their name, and it'll show the hidden images. Just like that. So you'll want to make sure you do this for all of your images. It might help here if you have a lot of students that you didn't take, which you probably will because you have multiple cameras. You can go ahead and sort by clicking on this filter here next to the search bar, clicking on images, and that'll show you all the students that just have images and none of the students that don't have any images. And that'll help you if you're going through and you can just crop all your images, make sure they're right. Another thing to note here is if you have, for instance, an image that you took on the wrong student's name, you forgot to scan their barcode or the scan didn't go through and you took the image, you can go ahead and you can move that image to the correct student. You do that by selecting it, clicking it, and dragging it to the correct student. Now obviously this is the opposite. So let's assume this is, oh, I took him on the wrong student here. Click him and then drag him to where he belongs, the right student. One thing to note is all their names are underneath their images here, and this bar here shows all the images belonging to that name.